Hey everyone, and welcome to a comparison between two meditation services, Simple Habit and Headspace. So I've used both of these services for 7 days. I've been using them on my Samsung S10 Plus, which has Android 10, and I will share my experiences. After I did 7 days of meditation with each app, I did a vlog, which I'll also go through. So starting with Simple Habit, let's look at the good and the bad bits. So one of the first great things about Simple Habit is that the app is free to download and that you get free meditation with it. There is a subscription service, but I'll go more into pricing later. So if you want to get 2 weeks free with Simple Habit, then you can go via this link. I'll also include it in the link description below. Just to let you know, I'm not being sponsored by Simple Habit or Headspace to make this video. Neither of them have contacted me about this, and I have absolutely no collaboration with them whatsoever. So Simple Habit posts meditation videos on their YouTube channel, and I'll include that link below as well. Those are free and always to access, so you don't actually have to have the app or use their service at all to get access to meditation. So Simple Habit is available on Android and iOS. There also is a web browser version, but the user interface is quite basic. I did a session today with it and it was fine. So this is probably the only bad thing I have to say about Simple Habit, and that is brand identity. When you go onto the app, it's not really clear who made the app or who the company is. That doesn't really matter to many people, and it's not really much of an issue if I'm comparing the two services. This doesn't necessarily affect how the app performs, but for me, I would have liked to see a bit more of brand identity. So now let's talk about pricing. In the UK, Simple Habit is £10.99 a month, and you can cancel that anytime. Or if you pay for Simple Habit 12 months up front, then you can get it for £4.67 a month. So I think that this is pretty affordable, and it's relatively similar priced in terms of Headspace. So the pricing for the US is very similar, and you can also pay for it in one go. You can pay for a lifetime of Simple Habit. I don't know if you can do this in the UK, but the option is there on their website. So with Simple Habit, you can do 5-minute, 10-minute, or even 20-minute sessions. There is lots of other sessions you can do dedicated for things like work breaks or trying to get some sleep. So I do think that this is a really great service, and I would recommend it to anyone. So these are my thoughts of using Simple Habit after 7 days. Okay, so I've just done 7 sessions of meditation with Simple Habit. They were 5 sessions each, and I feel better. I'm not expecting to be significantly less stressed. With any skill, you have to practice it, and you have to practice it regularly if you want to get better at something. So I'm not going to be expecting to have significant results, and I do hope that anyone that does get into meditation doesn't expect amazing results. You might find that you do feel much better, but don't have too high expectations, because again, with anything you have to practice regularly. That being said, after 7 days or 7 sessions, I have felt better. Now, one of the reasons I tried meditation is to sleep better, and I think that's too difficult to say at this stage because of what's going on with this pandemic, but I think I have improved with my sleeping quality. So one thing I want to mention about Simple Habit before I forget, while I was listening to the meditation sessions, I could hear the person or the narrator licking their lips and making small sounds. Now, when I make my videos, I know that can be quite hard to edit out, but I think, if you're producing an app or a professional service where you're producing high quality audio, you want to edit that out. It's not awful, it's just a little bit distracting. I have noticed when I've listened to Headspace in the past, I don't really hear things like that. So I do think that the quality of the sessions just aren't the same as Headspace. I have enjoyed using Simple Habits, and I do hope to use it again in the future, but what I'm going to do now is move over to Headspace and try that for 7 days. Okay, so I've just done 7 days of meditating with Headspace. To make it fair, I did 5-minute sessions. I could have done 2-minute sessions or 10-minute sessions. Having done 7 days, I do feel better, I feel less stressed, and I will continue to use Headspace. Luckily, I've got a family member to add me to their family package, which you can buy. I think it's about £75 for a year, which is excellent value, and I think you can give that to 6 people, which is great. I will show at the end of the video how to get 14 days free with Headspace, and I'll also include the link or the code in the description. So having used Headspace, I think that the quality is better. When I was talking in the previous vlog about Simple Habits and how the audio quality just wasn't as good, I would say the app experience is almost identical. So I would say overall, I think Headspace is better. So if you want to get 2 weeks free of Headspace, then you can follow this link, or you can go in the description. So Headspace is available on iOS, Android, and there is also a web browser version. And I would say that the platforms across all of them are very well designed, and I have really enjoyed using them. So sometimes I use them for the web browser, sometimes I use them on my phone, and it's nice to know that I can jump between the two and have the same experience. So one interesting thing you can do with Headspace is you can sync the data with Google Fit. Now, I don't really use Google Fit, but it's quite nice to know that the option is there. So Headspace is priced very similar to Simple Habits. It is £9.99 a month, and you can cancel that at any time. You can also change your plan at any time as well. So if you want to get it cheaper, then you can pay for Headspace 12 months up front, and then it would be £4.17. So again, it's very affordable, and I think it is very good value. There is also lots of other pricings available, like the family package, but you can also get it if you're a student. It is $9.99 a year, which I think is amazing value for students. If you are a student, I would thoroughly recommend taking advantage of this offer, especially because of the global pandemic. I can imagine it's incredibly stressful and a difficult time for students. Headspace is also offering their premium service for free if you're unemployed, which I think is a really good opportunity. If you are unemployed, then I would thoroughly recommend taking advantage of that. So if I had to pick one service, I would actually say Headspace is better. Of course, it's a little bit biased because I'm using the premium version of Headspace, where this experiment was to test both of the free versions. In terms of using Simple Habit and Headspace as a free customer, I would say that they're almost identical. I wouldn't say one is particularly better than the other. So there is my comparison of Simple Habit with Headspace. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks very much for watching.